Hello and welcome back to my Vampire Survivors series, where I try to unlock all of the things. Today, I'm going to be playing a character that is very loosely based on a famous manga character, presumably. And we're going to see how this goes. I don't really know what this character's weapon does, but it's a big sword. They get an armor bonus after getting damaged, and they receive the Academy Badge at level 30, which is pretty cool. I'm actually curious, though, before I get into that. The damage is multiplied by speed. Interesting. Ignores area and duration. Ignores amount. Ignores area and duration. Interesting. Okay. Grows stronger after every singularity. Okay. Well, I don't know what's up with these weapons, but they seemed pretty cool when I got them, so let's go ahead and play Maruto now. And of course, they also have their own theme song, and I will turn on hurry mode, or hyper mode rather, not hurry mode. I hate hurry mode. I mean, I don't know, armor? Plus armor? Like, that seems cool, I guess, but what does that really entail? I'm not sure what this weapon does. Yeah, apparently it can crit. So maybe I should just try to get some crits. Sure, I'll go for like swords. Why not? That seems fun. Victory sword plus this weapon plus the Muramasa plus the knives, the heaven sword, and the axes. That's what I'll go for. So no whips. Whips are cringe, right? Alright. Sweet. So is this damage purely retaliatory damage for this weapon? Or does it actually like fire things? It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, it looks like it actually is a weapon. But maybe it procs more if you get hit? Maybe it's kind of like Heaven's Sword, where it's like, it activates whenever you get hit, but it also just like, does its thing. I'm actually curious, there's no evolution listed. Alright, so it seems like they changed that for this DLC. You no longer just see all of the weapons. Maybe that was a glitch, to be honest. It's very possible. I can see that being the case. Well, I don't really know what I need to evolve this with then, but if I had to make a guess, I would say it's probably the armor. Since this character gets an armor bonus whenever they take damage, temporarily. Does it show up on here? Doesn't seem like it. So I guess it just is a hidden bonus that they get to their armor. That's fine. Oh my god, look at the swings, man. This weapon's pretty sick. I won't lie. I'm liking it. I mean, I'm taking a lot of damage, though. If I could get, like, a little bit more of, like, an armor bonus, that would be cool. But, you know, I'll make do. So what items do I actually need to take? Because I don't need to take Bracer or Clover or armor. So what am I even taking here? I guess, like, I guess Tome. Tome would be good. Tome's always good. I could take Duplicator? Spinach, maybe? I don't know. Every 5th activation has a combo finisher. That sounds fun. Oh my lord. What? What? Okay, I mean, that was pretty sick, I won't lie. I don't know how, like, practical that is, but it was sick. Okay, I just need to not die. Maybe I should take the whips just to heal. That seems like the more practical approach is to take the whip so I can heal, but I want to go for more than that. I was gonna say more damage, but like actually the whips probably would do like the most damage as well. So I don't know. Maybe I will take them. I do want to actually like have a chance of winning after all. Alright. More combo finishers. Well, blam! Oh, hold up. Well, blam. That is really cool. I don't know. That wasn't the 5th activation, though. So I don't know if it's bugging or something, but it seems like it goes off more than every 5th activation. Unless it is a situation of like, whenever I take damage, it activates. So maybe it's like, that makes it go a lot faster whenever I take a bunch of damage. I don't know. Oh, okay. That guy's dead. So I definitely need to start picking up some items here, because my inventory's looking a little empty. So I guess I need Hollow Heart now, right? What other weapons was I gonna take? Oh, Victory Sword and then the Night Sword. I'm probably not taking the Night Sword anymore. So I guess I'll take Victory Sword. Or maybe I will take Night Sword. That seems kind of like a guts weapon. If you're not familiar, I believe that's the character that this character is based off of. Katsu. His name is Cuts, so you know, it's pretty similar. And it's got a big sword. But yeah. So if I want to go Night Sword, then I also need to take the Mask. So I want to take the Mask and the Hollow Heart, Duplicator, and Spinach. Right? That seems reasonable. Alright. Now, whenever I hit level 30, I'm going to get the Academy Badge. Which... oh, okay. It's going to just like spawn on top of me. I don't really want to pick it up right away, so I guess I should start making my way somewhere. Otherwise it's just going to like drop where I stand, which I guess would be okay. But, you know, I'd rather it be somewhere close to where I'm going to be later on. Which I guess this kind of is, since this is like the middle of the map. Eh, whatever. I'll just drop it here. There it is, the Academy Badge. I assume it'll do the same thing for every character. So revives an amount in exchange for growth, but who knows? Maybe it'll have different effects depending on the character you're playing. That would be kind of interesting. I don't know if there's like a practical reason why you would want that, but you know, it'd be kind of cool. Alright, when am I gonna see the items that I'm trying to get for my build, by the way? I want Duplicator, Spinach, and Hollow Heart. Also, Vento Sacra would be cool. I'm sure I passed up on it many times before now, but I want it now. Alright, you know, I'm just gonna run up towards the armor. And, you know, I'll figure out the rest of my build later. First, let me run all the way back here to get all the XP that I missed, though. Give me. Alright. There we go. Oh, I didn't realize there was like a special animation for that move, too. That's cool. If you noticed, well, blam. You can see him prepping the swing and then swinging it down. Alright, there's the armor. So I don't want to get that yet. I'm just gonna chill. Dude, there's like no enemies in here. What is this? Is it because of this area that there's no enemies, or just this wave? Let me get out of here. I need more XP, man. I guess it's just this wave. There's like negative enemies spawning. Oh, that's fine. A little bit of a breather. Okay. More mobs. It's a slow build-up. Although I really appreciate that this character's theme song is kind of like a rock theme. Or not a rock theme, but it has like a rock element to it, I guess, with the electric guitar, it sounds like. At certain points. Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah. It's cool. I like it. Keep leveling up our weapons. Just waiting to get the items that I want. Okay, we got a gold fever. How much gold can we acquire? Usually these don't give a lot of gold. It's actually like, unless you're specifically trying to get a lot of gold in a run, it's actually pretty difficult to get money. I feel like, at least. Just because, like, gold acquisition is not super easy. Gold Fever has definitely made it easier, but I don't know. Most of the time you're just running around trying to like level up and get like the gold bags every level. Or like chests. Chests can be, you know, pretty nice for gold gain, but aside from that, there's not a ton. I'm really excited to see what this evolved weapon looks like. Whatever this weapon's called. It's something like Escobar. I have no idea what it is. But it's something like that. My guess is that it's gonna do the finisher more often, maybe? Or maybe it's gonna be like a bigger finisher and like more projectiles, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be 2 swords. So like, it better be something sick. I can't take the victory sword now, actually. Because then I won't have room for the whips. Sadly. I shouldn't have even tried to take the whips, man. Although, if I ended up with the also, I want the Muramasa, don't I? Not the Knights, or Victory Sword, so I'm glad I didn't take it, but all the swords would have been so cool. Even though Death Spiral isn't a sword. But, you know. It's a sword in spirit, I guess. I wish there were more swords. Then you could actually do, like, a full sword build. Like the Escobar, Victory Sword, Knight Sword, Heaven Sword, and then, I don't know, Thousand Edge is kind of a sword, I guess. Okay. So now I just want the Duplicator. Which I don't even know if the Duplicator is going to actually be good in this build, but I mean, whatever. I just like having extra projectiles, you know? Alright, well a lot more enemies are starting to spawn. So we're starting to get up there in terms of experience. It's very nice. There's the Duplicator, alright. And now we can begin our journey on collecting all of the items on this stage. Let's go and pick up this armor first. And hopefully the armor is what we need to evolve this weapon. And hopefully it's If it's not armor, then it's another item on this stage because I have no freaking clue what it would be. Okay. Death Spiral Evolution. Now, if the previous DLC is anything to go off of, in order to actually evolve the weapons, I will need to max out the item as well. So, for example, if armor is what I need, I'll need to get level 5 armor first before I can actually evolve this weapon. I guess, you know, it didn't count for Eleanor's weapon because that was a union, right? But, meh. Alright, let's upgrade the whips. I guess I'll just upgrade the armor as much as I can in order to try and accomplish that. And you know what? I will go ahead and try to get this Academy badge down here just because it'll probably decrease my XP gain, but that's okay. Yep. Okay, so it does seem like it's the same item for every character, which, I mean, obviously makes sense. Aha! Oh. Requires max armor, I think is what that says. Okay, and I don't know what the rest of the... I don't know what the rest of that said. I'm sure... Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I'm sending some phantom dudes. I don't really know what that's about, but it's kind of cool, I guess. Phantom dudes. Look how many there are. It seems like it might be based on the number of projectiles, is the number of dudes. Well, it's interesting, I guess. Let's go try and get that crown. Also, I can't tell because I have bad memory, I guess, but it looks like the finisher is bigger in the evolved form. Maybe it's not, but it looks like it's bigger. I'm not gonna lie, this evolved weapon seems a little bit underwhelming based on my expectations. But maybe the phantom dudes are actually really broken, and I just don't know it yet. Maybe they do crazy damage. But they kind of just look like dudes. Alright, Bloody Tear. Very good. So, I mean, my assumption is that every character... Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna make, like, a huge, assumption that, like, most of the DLC characters would start with the, or would have a passive that would give them the Academy badge. But I guess I shouldn't assume that. It might not necessarily be the case then. And from that, I was going to say, my assumption is that all the DLC weapons benefit from amount of projectiles, but again, that would only be true if they actually all got the Academy badge, which may not be the case. We're starting to get up there in terms of XP now. We got the crown. It's counteracting the Academy badge debuff slightly. I'm actually interested if it's possible to have negative experience. Probably not, right? I guess I was thinking about it in the context of, like, missing though. But I think the only way to get the Academy badge is to play one of these DLC characters. So that wouldn't really be relevant. I also don't know, like, what the minimum amount... Actually, I don't even know if experience is affected by missing those random stats. I have no clue. It might be. I don't know. Yeah, you know, sure. We'll upgrade the Academy badge. Why not? More projectiles is always fun, right? Alright. Give me the clover. Now remember that all of our weapons right now are capable of critting for 4 times damage, which is kind of a lot, if I say so myself. So ideally, you know, eventually we're going to get to a point where our DPS is just insane. My biggest concern at that point would honestly be our AoE abilities. It's like the whip only hits up, the knives only hit in one direction, the Ezekibizor, whatever it's called, you know, it hits kind of to the sides, but it's not a huge area. So we'll see. I mean, I'm sure we'll be fine, but you know, I just like to point out things that could go wrong just to keep it interesting. Because I mean, it's 15 minutes in, and like we're almost max power. The run's probably over, but you never know. Never over till it's over. It's a Evo moment. I actually don't know the number. I don't know if anybody even knows what I'm talking about. If you're into fighting games at all, then obviously you'll know Evo. But back in the day, there was this little game called Marvel vs. Capcom, and it was pretty big before Capcom ruined it with with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They almost ruined it with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but then they saved it with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is basically just a re-release. If you're familiar with MMOs, it's kind of similar to like what happened with Final Fantasy XIV with A Realm Reborn. At least I imagine it is. I don't know how much they actually changed between Marvel 3 and Ultimate Marvel 3. But yeah, anyways, that's not important. What is important is that if you're also familiar with Street Fighter, you'll know a guy named Justin Wong. He also streams fighting games still today. I don't know how competitive he is now or how popular he is, but he was really good at Street Fighter when he was a kid, and he ended up being pretty good at Marvel as well. One of the best in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Excuse me, I'm having trouble speaking. I'm just fanboying so hard. And one of the most famous Evo moments is where he made a huge comeback in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with Cyclops versus 3 characters that his opponent had, and that's where that moment is from. The commentator, caster, whatever you want to say, said, "Ain't over till it's over. Let's go," because he's seeing Justin Wong starting to come back, and then the end of that clip is glorious. I won't spoil it if anybody wants to watch it. I'm sure nobody does, or knows what I'm talking about, or who cares. But it's great. It's a great moment in gaming history. And I imagine a lot of people that are into fighting games are probably familiar with it, would be my guess. So, like I said, it's a pretty famous moment. It has an Evo moment whenever, you know, they were doing those. I assume they don't do those anymore. Isn't Evo dead, actually? I think there was a huge controversy around, like, the main tournament organizer of Evo. So, my bad. Probably shouldn't even talk about it, but yeah, it's cool. I'm trying to think. I mean, he also won Evo at one point, which is kind of cool. I mean, there was another famous moment. This one you might even know about if you don't know about fighting games. I mean, you probably still have to know a decent amount about games in general, but he had a moment against Daigo. He was like one of the, you know, most famous Street Fighter players of all time, arguably fighting game players of all time, probably. And it was when Justin was like, he was still like a teenager at the time, which kind of makes it weird because like people hated him because of his playstyle, I believe is what it was, just the way that he played Chun-Li. But there's a huge moment where Justin Wong went for a super move on Chun-Li, and then Daigo parried every single hit of the move. Because if he didn't parry it, he would die to the chip damage. He perfect parried, and then he came back in the round. And it was pretty epic. Another famous moment Justin Wong was part of, this time on the losing end. Although I will say, the other moment that I was talking about where he made the comeback with Cyclops, he ended up losing that match. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, but it was a memorable moment. So it was worth it in the end, I guess. Anyways, I'm not talking about fighting games. I think fighting games are cool, but I've never been good at them, and I don't have the patience or willpower to actually get good at them. Also, I just don't think that I mean, I shouldn't say I don't think I'm capable. I'm probably capable, you know. People would say, like, no, you're capable, you just gotta put in the time and effort. I'm like, yeah, sure, probably, but I don't know, man. Too much practice time, too much attention, too much, like, diligence involved. I just don't have that in me. Anyways, look at how many dudes we got. Lots of phantom dudes. Like, I don't even know. I mean, my guess is they're doing damage, right? But, like, it doesn't really seem like it, because every time that I shoot them, they go in the direction that I'm facing, right? But the direction that I'm facing is also where my knives are going. So it's like, I can't really tell if they're actually, like, doing a lot of damage or not, because most of the time the enemies that they're going towards are already dead. So, I don't know. But, whatever. We're pretty much the strongest that we'll be at this point in the game. Technically, we can get more damage just from, like, limit breaks, but, you know, we've got all of our weapons and items maxed out. There's not really anything else we can pick up to get stronger. Like, technically, the Metaglio left. Also, I forgot we need to evolve the Muramasa still. But, technically, the Metaglio left will give us more, like, HP and recovery. Also, my god, we're losing a lot of health from the Muramasa, bro. What the heck? I don't know how I feel about that. The Muramasa is just, like, killing me right now. Okay, then. Let's try not to have that happen, maybe? What do I do to stop that? Whatever, let's just take some revives. I think the NFT is, like, killing me, actually. Because it's killing all the enemies before I can heal off of them. How long is this thing gonna last, bro? Okay, there we go. Okay, Bro? I want everyone to know that I am actually dying to my own weapon. And I don't know why I'm taking 10 quadrillion damage from this thing. I thought this thing's damage scaled with, like, your max health. Oh, I made the window smaller. My bad. Apparently this thing's damage just, like, scales with however much damage you do, I guess. And my healing is not really making up for it. So, I think I'm gonna lose this run. Bro? See, it wasn't even worth it for me to go to whips, because, like, the whips didn't even heal me more. What the heck is this, man? This is so cringe. I'm about to die. I have 1 revive left. Wait, now I'm, like, not taking any damage. I can't tell what's happening. Am I taking damage or not taking damage? I mean, I'm definitely taking damage, right? I'm taking more damage than I'm gaining. Why? Why am I dying? Is it because this weapon? This goddamn Muramasa weapon? This weapon sucks. I hate it. I don't like it. is killing me. Bro. What is this weapon? Why is it so bad? Drains health. Yeah. Drains it by a goddamn lot. It generates additional projectiles that deal retaliatory damage. Interesting. So retaliatory damage is what you want to go with this character, actually. Which makes sense. Alright, well. Unlucky. But you know what? It's not that big of a deal, actually, because if you didn't watch my previous DLC series, I actually plan on going back and playing all these characters again on inverse mode, and trying to get a win with them on inverse mode with maxed out Curse and Charm. So, I'll have to revisit him anyways, but I'm still a little bit sad. Like, you know, I would have preferred not to just, like, die. But, yeah, whatever. Keith that break the seal of the lake. Interesting. So I actually remember seeing that crystal with the arrows. I'm wondering if that is what this is referring to, is going to that crystal and like breaking it open. Also, apparently this is a character we can unlock. That's kind of cool. I'm curious how many we've killed at this point. Probably not many. Is there an easier way to scroll this? I don't think so. Missing church. That's a weird name for an enemy. Why are there so many enemies that are left remaining? Okay, this is weird. I hate this guy. Welsh myth. Yeah, it's spooky. And a glory. Where's the Sammy? Here we go, we got Sammys. We've killed almost 3,000. Okay, that's not bad. That's something. Look at all these guys. Little corn. Actually, looking at him now, I guess he's not a corn. He looks like a corn to me when I saw him originally. Alright, well, I'm done looking at those. Anyways, that'll be it from me for today's episode. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you have a good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. And I hope to see you next time, where I am going to attempt to actually get a win and not take weapons that kill me. Hope to see you all there. I'm out of here. Peace.